Greetings, one and all. I'm Kerrik52. Let's get toxic and talk about the story. Something which I haven't been doing so far. Not out of choice, mind you, but because there really isn't much here. But now we've come to the point where we have genetically modified hired goons, don't think about that, throwing a symbol of Cortex destruction at us in order to stop our conquest.
What have I got?
But we have magic powers at our side, so they can do little to stop us. Still stings like a bastard, but Crash can take it. And story in the series isn't really a concern at all, ever. I think they try in a game or two, maybe, unless I'm misremembering. But here there is sort of a theme going around of Cortex buying up these islands, driving out the natives, and just replacing everything with evil machinery. This isn't very complicated stuff, but it's a lot more in your face than Sonic ever was. But they do drop this thread immediately because, well, evil science stuff is just fun. I have to agree with them on that. Haha! I think you have to be careful there about the timing on the boxes. Because the bonus round does love eating up your boxes if you transfer to it mid-explosion, I've noticed. Glad they fixed these bugs later on. Let me just make sure we're good. Yes. I remember having a lot of trouble with this first time through. But as long as you remember you can do that, completely fine. I also remember the level being a lot longer than it is. But as you'll note by the playtime of the video, these levels are still pretty short. And I have the blue gem. Now then, boss fight. So he has actually been foreshadowed a lot compared to the other ones. So what's up with Pinstripe? Dr. Cortex was looking for a more efficient form of enforcer and created Pinstripe Potoro, a cross between a local furry omnivore and several cheesy gangster movies. Why? Why is the Potoro Italian? Pinstripe is loyal to the Dawn of Doctors and makes no bones about protecting his employer with his wits, his skills, and a fully loaded Tommy gun. I see the violence has escalated. It's like the end of Spyro, where every enemy suddenly has a gun for some reason. Also, that's a stock laugh that you also find in the main menu of Medieval, I've noticed. Always fun when you notice stuff like that. Sound libraries were a big thing in the 90s, I feel. Also, this soundtrack is quite kooky. He doesn't seem to be sound of mind. He is loving this shit, though. That's what I get for being impatient. Nice flip.
Yeehaw!
And that's our boss fight. Not many to go. Of course, the real challenge is taking the high road. Thankfully, there are only a couple of tricks to this level, and I don't need a color gem for it either. So first of all... kinda mean. And I won't say no to 3 extra lives. I suppose this is our ultimate test of momentum control, because if you don't have it, you're going to die. So something I've noticed about how I operate here is I want to start moving as soon as he's like halfway through falling down, just so you can start building momentum a little bit. Like so. Probably not vital, but it does feel better. And that was scary. Kind of ridiculous that the whole level is just turtles on turtles on turtles. I don't think that was a Mario dig, but you never know. Two-thirds of the way there. Yeah, compared to Sunset Vista... well, never mind! Maybe this level does have some teeth. I'll be back. I'd rather not talk about how long it took me to get back here. But still, I prefer a concentrated difficulty level like this, compared to Sunset Vista, which is just mean, and long, and full of varying gimmicks, whereas here it's just... do you know how to control? Yes, no? Oh, this is precarious. This is the only part of the level I've actually been worried about. For no reason. Oh yeah, we're doing this. Nice to break the tension, though. Mission success! Tension devastated. Now let's clear this level. Haha! Yeah, those bonus levels, they're mean. I take back everything I've said about them. Cool. Let me grab a save and call it an episode. Of course, next time we have something really fun to look forward to. It's everybody's favorite level, Slippery Climb. Until then, farewell.